here, the first stop is Jojo here. Jojo here. I didn't get a chance to call Bablu, but drop his home at my house later today so I can call him tonight about the beading. See, this is what I'm talking about, John. This is a dress for a customer. This is where I have to call India again for all the details tonight. So bring it home to my apartment. I'll call tonight, okay? Great. Okay. And this is Jojo. Jojo is a manager. She keeps the place running here. She cracked the whip.
Right, good. It needs it.
Yeah, and then this is a handwork station here. Like I tell you, see how everything is like then repair again and stuff like that to make sure everything is perfect. See, this is back from India. Then she do all the, maybe there might be 1 or 2 beads that's falling off, so she doing all the repairing here.
So has this dress been bought and it just needs repair?
Yeah.
So the customer sent it back just to make
before we send it out.
Before you send it out,
it's called the quality control and also to check, make sure everything is perfect before we even ship it out.
Oh, it's just beautiful though. My gosh.
Yeah, see, all the handwork is all hand beaded and hand embroidered.
Look at that work. Oh my God!
Yeah.
So how long does it take just to do the beading of this work?
Well, the beading usually we have to allow them at least 3 weeks because it's literally
per dress.
Per dress, yeah. And they see that everything, even this little beads.
But this
here,
is beads too, right?
Yeah, beads, and they're not done by machine. This is all done by hand, and all done by hand.
Now explain to me. It's going to sound like a stupid question, but what's the difference of machine or hand?
Oh, you can see the difference, the quality, the look, why it looks different.
Really?
Yeah, it really does.
And it lasts longer by hand?
Lasts longer too.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is such a beautiful dress.
Look at that, huh?
That
the
is
silk
a beautiful
thread work,
dress.
the combination of the beads and the thread work. Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. Wow. Just beautiful.
And then here, then we have here is see Maggie is assisting Eva there. She's tracing all the pattern now. See, the original pattern is made in the cardboard paper here, and then you have to trace it out here. Maggie, what is this for? Is it for? It's just a pattern for armor, right? Yeah. And then you see, then you have to trace it onto the soft paper pattern, and then you pass it over to the cutter. That he used this to lay on top of the fabric and cut it. See, there's so many different processes. It's not like you just do 1, 2, 3, you know. And
so, the dress you make isn't a one-off. It's not the only one.
No, not a one-off.
How many dresses do you make from the same pattern?
All depends, because some of them can be 50, some can be 5.
Are they done to order?
Done to order. We cut to order only now. Yeah.
So you make the one dress for the show.
Right.
Then at the show are all the retailers.
Right. They can place their order.
And they order.
And also we do trunk show. Then we take special order from all the customers all across the country. And certain pieces, like a very expensive item, we don't have to sell that many. For example, the white cape from with the New York skyline, the black sequin New York skyline, we sold 5 of them, but then the retail at $30,000 each. And then you have a suit like our bread and butter is a suit, the tailoring, like that we can sell lots of them. Yeah.
And so at the show will be Nordstrom.
Yeah, and
Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus, and we also work with Saks Fifth Avenue, and then the specialty store all around the country, and then plus my own boutique. I have a couple of boutiques in Malaysia where my 2 brothers runs it, my partners, and run it for me in Malaysia.
So, okay, they look at it, they decide what they want to buy because they know their customers.
Yes, exactly.
They put their orders in, and then you start...
Production.
I always say building it, but it's not building. That's not the right term, is it?
I know. We call it production.
Always construction. They don't build the dresses.
Almost
the theater, they build the costume.
Yeah, the costume. They construct it, but we call, the term in fashion, we call production. Then we put into production.
So if you got 12 orders for a dress, then it comes back here, they construct them here.
Everything is made here in our own workshop.
Wow,
yeah.
So that gives you really quality control.
Yeah, we don't send anything out. And even the sweater are, all our sweater are all handloom. This lady sit there all day long. They just go, not done by the big power machine. And that is done in a little factory in Flushing, New York, in Queens. But they do almost exclusively our sweater too. So we really have the quality control. And then Jojo take care of that. When come back, we measure again. Like I do the specs myself, what we call we call the specs. I do the sweater specs myself. I've been doing that for 20 years. And then they make it according to the spec, the measurement. They'll come back, and then I train Jojo to then she have to take my spec and the sweater to measure, make sure every measurement is accurate before it gets shipped out.
So how many people do you think work on one dress from beginning to end?
Oh my God! I didn't even thought of it. It's a
lot
lot.
of
It's a
people.
lot of people. That's what I tell the lady. It's not that expensive like they think it is. You know, when you think about how many hands it have passed through to get them to enjoy that beautiful garment.
Yes,
You know?
so interesting. I mean, just looking, it all happens in here.
It's
so
here, and then also then you have to also take into account the fabric too. The people, how many people have touched that fabric to manufacture that beautiful piece of textile. Before
And
it
then
get
on the
to us,
retail end, how many people are talking to you?
Yes, exactly.
Because I know you're very close to your retail
Yeah.
people. You know Nordstrom people. You know them
Yeah.
well, and they're
Right.
talking to you and saying, "Well, so and so would like this, or
Right.
so and so's looking for this, or she loves
Yeah.
fur." Or
Yeah.
I've heard those conversations. And
Yeah,
that's
and they
fascinating.
have a special event. They need such and such gown. What kind of event they're going to, and what gala they're chairing, and the luncheon.
And so you know your customers very well, don't you?
Yeah, I do. You know, I think it's because I travel all over the country. You know, I'm one of the few designers left now actually go and do the personal appearance and trunk show myself. Not many people do. They usually send out a sales rep. I'm sure Pierre can tell you that. And that's what we sell. No, I remember when I was doing the what they call the gown show for Nordstrom in San Francisco. They have 20 collections, but who sells it? Zang Toi. I get pulled left and right there, you know, up and front. We always be asking what's going on. Everybody else is not that busy, but you have to know your customer.
Well, you care for them.
Yeah, you care for them. You provide them the service, and you earn their trust. You know, it's not just a one flash kind of thing. You know, they come back season after season, years after year. They know they wear the clothes. They're gonna get a lot of compliment. They feel good, and you earn their trust.
Yes, I saw a runway clip of you at the end of her show, and you came out, and you were so handsome, and you came out, and I think it was Patti LaBelle. She just really leapt up and hugged you and kissed you, and you could see how truly she appreciated you, you know, as a person, and she loved the show, of course. But you know, I think that personal connection.
So I think so. It's important to have that personal connection.
Totally. Okay, let's walk through and show us more.
And then see, Eva is a production manager. She take care of all the patterns here, and then we do the fitting. Remember I mentioned earlier during the fashion show, before the fashion show, we do the live muslin fitting, you know, that's what we do. See, Eva put everything together, and look at the pattern. For our good lady, they all have their own pattern, their own envelope with their names on.
Really?
You see, look at, this is how much work this is. I'm going to just take this for example, see. Where is the customer? Maggie, would you bring me one, please? See? See, this one's from Sexy Fabric. We even have all her measurement, the things, the basic pattern of things that she have ordered. So every good customer, they have their own little envelope.
Oh, that's
at the house
really
of toy.
fascinating.
Yeah, see?
And so when Saks says this customer would like a jacket,
And
you say, okay, well,
yeah, we have the basic measurements, so we can make to fit her. And then, of course, if I go, you know, how women, their weight fat, not everybody are like Pierre, they stay the same way. A lot of them, they go from 8 to 12, 12 to 14, back down to 6, you know. And every time I go there, if I can see, because my eye is so well trained over the year, I can tell if they gain 2 pounds or they lose 3 pounds. We always retake the measurement. I'll come back and give it to Eva. I say, this is the latest measurement. That Eva will have the date on.
Yes.
So,
right.
yeah.
Can we film that so they can see
Yeah,
it?
sure.
Is that okay? That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Oh, sorry, John.
What does it take? What does it take to become a customer like that? I mean, if I go in and buy a Zang Toi, they're just going to sell it to me.
Yeah.
What does it take? Do they have to be a constant customer?
Yeah, they have to be a
big
regular customer, and they have to be nice too.
Yeah.
If they're not nice, we tell
You don't
them,
have any
please.
bad customers.
I mean, if they're not nice, they go and shop somewhere else.
Yeah, don't wear my don't wear my clothes.
Don't wear my clothes. Go and shop somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a really nasty designer.
Right.
He'll want you to buy his clothes.
No.
Okay, fascinating.
He's doing like after the pattern is made, it passed over to him. See now you see how he have to see how time he have to lay down the fabric, and all depend. Every fabric works differently. Especially silk, it's very tricky. See how the barber here and there that he had to make sure everything is perfectly flat before that he lay the pattern down. That he cut them.
That seems like a very highly skilled.
It's a very high skill. This is not easy, especially to cut fabric. As a silk fabric is very slippery. It moves a lot, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to know. You have to know all your trick, you know, to cut a perfect dress.
Okay. So we lay the pattern on it. And this is a silk? And this is a silk?
This is a silk. And this is easy. When it's a solid, then they usually don't need me. But when it comes to a pattern, a beading or pattern fabric, then they'll bring me up here to see how do I like to match up the patterns, and then we'll sit there, we'll go over, make sure everything is perfectly matched.
And is this a dress? Is this a dress?
This is a skirt. This is actually just what you see. The silk is just a lining of a skirt. Yeah, it's a lining of the skirt.
But this isn't somebody's waist.
No, this is not the way.
Well, I know models are very skinny, but that's really skinny.
This all can be joined together. This is the waist here. This is you can read the. This is the center front, side front, side back, and center back. This is only one half of the back. So don't feel too.
I see. So that's it right there.
You see? Yeah.
Thank you.
And this is just above the knee here. And that is the waist here.
Okay, so
see now she's making a blouse here.
That gentleman cuts it.
Yeah, with the
delivers the material to here.
Over here, the cut material to them. Then they do all the sewing. Look at all the completed ruffles here. You see, this what is she preparing by stages, and then eventually once this is done, this will go into the center.
Right.
And then this become a beautiful ruffle here. And then once this is done, then it go back again to the hand work over there, that station over there. And then when it's done, then they do the pressing here. And after the pressing is all done, and then Jojo is the one who personally do all the quality control, and her other assistant. And then they will do quality. Jojo will check everything here, like make sure everything is perfect before this is it. This is not shipped yet. See, when this is on, then Jojo come back later, make sure everything is checked, is perfect, and then she pack it up, and then Didi is the one that will ship it out.
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
That is really beautiful. Wow.